Your dog is staring at you right now. You think it means love. You're wrong. What scientists discovered shocked even dog experts, and it will completely change how you see your dog. Let's start with the science, because it's genuinely remarkable. In 2015, a team of researchers at Azabu University in Japan published a study in the journal Science. They wanted to understand what actually happens, biologically, when a dog and their owner look into each other's eyes. What they found stunned them. When dogs and their owners held mutual eye contact, oxytocin levels rose in both of them. The dog's oxytocin went up. The owner's oxytocin went up, together, in a loop. Oxytocin is the hormone your brain releases when you hold your newborn baby for the first time, when you hug someone you love after a long time apart. It's the biological signal for "I trust you," "I'm safe with you," "You matter to me," and your dog triggers it in you just by looking at you. The researchers called it an oxytocin feedback loop, the same bonding mechanism that connects human parents to their children. It had never before been found between humans and another species. Brian Hare, a canine cognition expert at Duke University, described it this way: dogs have hijacked the human bonding system, not just emotionally, chemically. So the next time your dog stares up at you from the couch with those soft, still eyes, that's not just a look. That's your brain and your dog's brain syncing up, running the same ancient bonding program. Together. But here's what a lot of people miss. Your dog doesn't just have one stare, they have several. And each one means something completely different. The soft gaze, relaxed eyes, slightly squinted, maybe a slow blink. This is pure affection. Your dog is simply looking at you the way you look at someone you love. No agenda, no request, just you. The focused stare. Eyes locked on you, ears slightly forward, body still. Your dog is reading you. Dogs are extraordinary at detecting human emotion. They study your face, your posture, your movements. When your dog goes quiet and watches you carefully like this, they've noticed something has shifted. They're trying to figure out what. The asking stare. You've seen this one. It usually comes with a slight head tilt or a glance toward the leash, the treat jar, the back door. Your dog has learned something incredibly smart. That looking at you gets things done. They've figured out that you respond to their gaze. And they use it. The hard stare. Unblinking, tense, body rigid. This one is different. In the dog world, a direct, hard stare between strangers is a challenge. If you ever see this in an unfamiliar dog, don't hold eye contact. Look away slowly. But in your own bonded dog, it almost never means aggression. Usually it means something is making them deeply uncomfortable, and they're trying to tell you. There's something your dog can do that almost no other animal on Earth can. They can read human facial expressions. Specifically, they can tell the difference between a happy face and an angry face, and they use the same side of their brain to process it that humans do. A study from the University of Lincoln found that dogs show a left gaze bias when looking at human faces, meaning they naturally focus on the right side of a human face first, which is the side that most strongly expresses emotion. Humans do the same thing. It's the same bias we use to read each other. Dogs didn't develop this with other animals. They developed it specifically for us, which means when your dog stares at your face, they're not just looking at you. They're actively decoding your emotional state, trying to understand if you're okay, if you're happy, if something is wrong, and they're remarkably good at it. Here's one that always gets people. And I promise, once you know this, you will never experience this moment the same way again. Why does your dog stare at you while they're pooping? You know the moment. You're outside, your dog has found their spot, they squat down, and then they lock eyes with you, and just hold it. It feels awkward. It feels like you should look away. But here's what's actually happening. When a dog is in the middle of relieving themselves, they are completely physically vulnerable. They cannot run quickly. They cannot fight effectively. Every predator instinct their ancestors had is screaming, "This is the moment you get caught." And in that moment, your dog looks at you, not randomly, not out of habit. They look at you because you are their safety. You are the one they trust to keep watch while they can't. They are, in the most literal sense, putting their life in your hands. Awkward? Maybe, but it's one of the purest expressions of trust your dog ever shows you. If this is making you see your dog a little differently, subscribe. This channel is about the science behind the bond you already have. And we're just getting started. Remember that Japanese study? There's one detail that makes it even more powerful. The researchers didn't just test dogs, they also tested wolves. Wolves that had been hand-raised by humans from birth. Wolves that knew their handlers, that lived with them, that trusted them. The wolves barely made eye contact at all. And when they did look, there was no oxytocin spike. In the human. In the wolf. Nothing. The same species that dogs evolved from. The same basic biology. But none of the bonding response. Because wolves never developed this. Over thousands of years of living alongside humans, dogs evolved something wolves simply don't have. The ability and the desire to lock eyes with us and bond through that gaze. This wasn't an accident. Researchers believe that early dogs who made eye contact with humans were more likely to be fed, protected, and kept close. The ones who could do this survived. The ones who couldn't, didn't. Your dog's stare isn't just affection. It's the result of thousands of years of evolution. Your dog's ancestors looking at human faces, generation after generation, until gazing at us became written into their DNA. Most of this video has been about what it means when your dog stares at you. But there's a question that matters just as much. What does it mean when they stop? A dog that used to make regular eye contact with you, checking in on walks, watching you across the room, following your face, and suddenly doesn't anymore. That's worth paying attention to. Sometimes it's physical. Eye contact can become uncomfortable for dogs dealing with pain, especially in the neck or spine. A dog who avoids looking up may be telling you something their body can't say more clearly. Sometimes it's emotional. Dogs who have experienced stress, fear, or a broken trust, they pull their gaze away. Not out of indifference, out of self-protection. And sometimes it's cognitive. In older dogs, a gradual loss of eye contact can be an early sign of canine cognitive dysfunction, essentially the dog equivalent of dementia. Research suggests it affects around 22% of dogs over the age of 9, and one of the first things owners notice is a change in the quality of that gaze. You know your dog. You know what their normal looks like. If something has changed in the way they look at you, or don't, trust that instinct. So now that you understand what's actually happening, what do you do with it? Look back, gently, softly, without tension. Not a hard stare, not an intense, unblinking challenge. Just a calm, relaxed return of their gaze. Let your eyes go soft. Let your face relax. Because here's what happens when you do that. Your oxytocin rises, their oxytocin rises. That bonding loop the Japanese researchers found, you're actively running it. Every time you look back at your dog with warmth, you are literally deepening your bond at a hormonal level. You don't need a treat. You don't need a toy. You don't need to do anything except be present and look back. Some trainers recommend building what they call a mutual gaze practice. A few seconds each day of quiet, intentional eye contact with your dog. No commands, no training agenda. Just looking at each other. Dog owners who do this consistently report that their dogs become calmer, more connected, easier to read. It sounds simple because it is. The science was there all along. We just didn't know we were doing it. Your dog stares at you because you are the most important thing in their world. Not the food bowl, not the toy basket, not the park. You. Every time they look at you across the room, they're running an ancient bonding program that took thousands of years to build. One that connects the two of you at a level deeper than words, deeper than training, deeper than anything you could deliberately create. They chose this. Their ancestors chose this. Generation after generation, looking into human faces until it became part of who they are. So next time your dog stares at you, look back. You know what's happening now. Subscribe for the next video. We're going to talk about why your dog follows you everywhere, even to the bathroom. The science behind it will make you feel genuinely loved.